So, welcome to my office, which is literally tucked in between a bookcase that's by the door and the fireplace. I live in a house with 3 women, and this is all the space they gave me. And trust me, I didn't complain about it. Welcome to This Thing Daily. I'm Payne from the chaos that is my home office, or at least what it is at the moment. But sooner or later, we'll find some time to expand and get back to something that looks like 4 walls and a better studio setting. But you do what you have to do right now. That's what we're talking about right now. Yesterday was the second of the This Thing Daily videos. The first one was about 2 weeks ago. And so since this is supposed to be a daily thing, this is this thing for today that's actually daily. And it is about continuing this theme for yesterday, which is I just did the thing. And today we're just doing the thing as well. As you can see, don't have the most glamorous or even functional setup for working at home, but I have a setup for working at home. I have something that works in a sense. It's not the most beautiful place. It doesn't have all the functions I need. In fact, it's not the greatest place in the world for recording, which is why I still do a lot of recording in the studio when I get the free time. But the purpose is having a place to get started and get things going. It's really about doing something. And sometimes that can get you in trouble because sometimes you end up doing the wrong thing. But if you quickly figure out where it is you should be going, you can quickly figure out where it is you actually are going. I mean, if you know you want to go to Jersey and you see the signs that are pointing to Florida, you should figure out that you're going the wrong direction and at least turn around, because Jersey and Florida, 2 different directions. That's what I think you should be doing. Some people get so frustrated in this whole journey part that they just never leave and never get in the car and get going. And that's the big problem. So for This Thing Daily, trust me, these things will get more and more deep, more and more personal, and more in depth. Deep and in depth are the same thing, of course, down the line. But we're going to just make sure we get things done. Today, we're doing it from the studio. In a few days, when I get this place cleaned up, I'm going to do some batching, so it'll be easier to put these things out. No secret there. A lot of the things you see online are batched or done well ahead of time. And we're going to make sure the messages are very relevant to what you're going to do. And I'm going to do a lot more of these in a lot more fashions in a lot more places. So this is going to get really tedious for a while if you follow me in a lot of places. But sooner or later, it will get cleared up. We'll get better. And this office, this office will turn into something that's a bit more pretty. I don't know. Maybe I'll learn to look at the camera as well. Maybe I'll stop bringing it up. I can't look at the camera as well. In the meantime, you can find me all over the socials by looking up J. Cleveland Payne. I'm there on Instagram. I'm there on Twitter. I'm there on Facebook. And look for J. Cleveland Payne page, for my actual page there. I'm a bunch of places. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Just look for me. I'm all over the place. Find me on Medium, where I'm writing a lot these days. And, of course, if you can't figure out where to find me, jclevelandpayne.net will have you find me everywhere I am. Still producing podcasts, still producing websites, still producing content, and still doing my best to run my coaching business when I'm not running it into the ground. If you follow the 10-Minute Life Coach and its saga, you may know what's going on. Anyway, shaky camera aside, thank you for joining me for this thing on this day. And 2 days in a row is a pretty big accomplishment for a lot of people. We're going to see how long we can get this thing going and rolling. There will be stops and spurts and fits along the way, so there will be some pauses, we're pretty sure. But let's see what we can do about making the best of what time we have. Thank you guys for joining me for the day, and hopefully we'll put money on it. See you tomorrow.